I'll start.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're the one who got to hear the full-voiced good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It's our Take the Points edition, the weekly look at sports. Brian Turner is here. IamWeeze.com is where you can find Brian, and he's got all kinds of good stuff on there. What are our five songs for tomorrow? Have you picked? Have you got
picked. They're not written up.
Yeah, but you have picked.
Yes.
Okay, well now
so we'll give you the sneak peek.
Is the Take the Points theme the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey theme one of them?
Why would you assume that wasn't in the first Fab Five I ever did?
It was in the first Fab Five. I forgot about that. Sorry.
We got some Reckless Kelly. We got Run the Jewels.
I heard Reckless Kelly this morning. They were playing back in the USA.
They've got actually another cover called "Fighting For."
Really?
They're doing a Cody Canada tribute album, even though he's still alive.
Yeah, Cody Canada is alive and well, and young man, and doing pretty vibrant.
Music Fest is doing some of these festivals that weren't able to go on. They're trying to come up with any way to make money, so they're doing a tribute to Cody Canada, who's been a big part of the Music Fest. So I got Reckless Kelly off that, Run the Jewels, Zach Bryan. And then I'm still picking the other couple. I've got a list of like 8. I'll pick 5 out of that, and then
that's really good. Again, take a chance, take a 2 minutes out of your day, and take a look at IamWeeze.com. He's got all kinds of entertaining stuff on there. On the basic, is that a blob or a blog? I mean, or a Substack, or what's that? What is the IamWeeze.com actually? What would that be considered?
Content wise, it'd be a personal blog. Layout wise, it's a full blown magazine website. But
yeah. So that's cool. Take a look at that. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Friday, November 20th. We do appreciate you tuning in. What's going on today? What's going on this weekend? Do have one thing tonight up in Effingham. You're trying to get Russell looked at.
I'm going to make sure.
We'll get him.
What's going on in Effingham, Bruce?
We'll give Russell a look. At Effingham at the Thelma Keller Convention Center tonight and tomorrow from 4 o'clock. It is the Boutique Boulevard Sparkle and Shine. They make plans to shop at all your favorite small-town boutiques together under one roof at the Thelma Keller Convention Center. It's from 4 to 8 tonight, 10 a.m. to 4 o'clock tomorrow. They've got more than 40 boutiques set up, and it's only $5 to get in, so that's a real nice day. It's the perfect girls' day / night out. Everything else is set up for Saturday. Let's tell you a few of those things going on this weekend, and a lot of them having to do with Thanksgiving, giving away turkeys and such. Over in Centralia at the Centralia Community Youth Association, it's the Take and Bake Thanksgiving meal giveaway.
Wake and Bake.
Say what?
Which is different than Wake and Bake.
Entirely different from Wake and Bake. Take and Bake. It's a different thing. Take and Bake, they'll have frozen turkeys for you, as well as Thanksgiving sides, distributed in drive-through fashion now until 3 o'clock, from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Again, that's at the Centralia Community Youth Association. That's over on 1224 Rexford in Centralia. In Jeff, the Hope Ministries Food Pantry will be distributing food on Saturday, tomorrow, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Remain in your cars. It's going to be drive-through there as well. Don't go from Jeff up to Centralia. If you're, pick one or the other, right?
That's a haul.
If you're going to get free food, I guess you could go from one to the other, then go get lunch in between.
It'll be about an hour drive. That'll let that first one settle.
There you go. I think they're giving away turkeys at the Hope Food Ministries thing, too. We'll see. What else? The West Antioch General Baptist Church in Mill Shoals, they're going to be hosting their community drive-through Thanksgiving meal. And this one, I think, is going to be the turkey and dressing all ready to go. Turkey and dressing, all the trimmings will be served, carry-out only. You can give them a call at 838-9166 to place your order. And I bet you that's the Bear young lady down there, isn't it? Dana Bear, what's her name?
I would assume so, yeah.
She does that all the time.
Does quite a bit down there.
Does quite a bit. What else is going on Saturday? One other thing on Saturday. It's the Branson Country Christmas at the Effingham Performance Center. You were mentioning some of these folks on your top 5 thing might play at Branson, right?
It's the folks I were mentioning would probably not be at Branson.
They probably wouldn't.
I do have a Christmas song in my list, though, because I have a Christmas list that I share every year.
Really?
It's the acceptable Christmas songs, and it's not the what you would expect from Christmas.
Acceptable Christmas songs. Okay, I'm kind of interested to see what the. I am really.
Tune in to imwees.com in a couple of weeks.
I am okay. I will look forward to it. And I see. One of my favorites, Baby, It's Cold Outside, but I think that might be running into issues with
social justice.
Social distancing. Well, it would probably should be distancing.
No, I've got a little Run DMC, Hayes Carl, Merle Haggard, Tom Waits. Drive-by Truckers, the Kinks.
That's cool. That's cool. The Kinks, Father Christmas, you can't go wrong. The Ozark Jubilee celebrates its 25th year of Christmas shows, and this is going to be at the Effingham Performance Center tomorrow night, 7:30. The Jubilee features Branson's funniest comedian and world-class fiddler, Doofus Doolittle. Doofus will have you rolling in the aisles with his unique brand of humor and will captivate you with some of the best fiddle music ever. Doofus has an all-new lineup of jokes and hilarious routines. You're going to want to bring all your friends out to see the Ozark Jubilee.
I don't find this funny at all.
That's kind of what I figured.
That's what my mom called me when I was a kid.
She called you Doofus Doolittle?
Doofus Doolittle.
I bet you don't.
That's the only one I can repeat on the air.
Understood. This is, as I said, it is Friday the 20th. This is National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. Is there any type of fudge you enjoy better than peanut butter fudge? I'm certain that there is not. I have no idea, though. I don't eat peanut butter fudge or regular fudge.
Yeah, we're both out on that one.
I am not a fudge.
Too rich.
When did you finally decide that you didn't like fudge?
I don't think I've ever liked it.
I'm sitting
Did you try to fight it for a while or something?
No, I never really noticed.
Now I'm one of those, I understand taste buds change, so just because I didn't like something as a kid doesn't mean I'll never eat it. I'll try stuff again.
Yeah.
That's one I've never liked. So.
Nobody ever brought, my mom might have had some fudge around the house sometime, but 5 kids stuff didn't last long. And I went to the Union Station, there where the fudge makers are down there, and you think, boy, that looks good.
Now you're dating yourself a little, though.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun, those guys making fudge, and then I'd eat the fudge. Oh, this is not good at all. This is basically just the sugar delivery system.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any sense. But if you do, it's a National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. Hope you enjoy. Fudge, by the way, did originate in the United States in 1886. A letter written by Emmeline Bettersby Hartridge. She attended Vassar College as a student, and the letter referred to a fudge her cousin had made. Her cousin in Baltimore, Maryland, was selling the fudge for 40 cents a pound. She obtained the recipe and in 1888 made 30 pounds of fudge for the Vassar Senior Auction.
And the insulin suppliers thank her.
The insulin, that's exactly right. Insulin folks have been happy about that. You'll like this next one. I've only got one other one. You'll like the next one. It is National Absurdity Day. National Absurdity Day today.
I have my own holiday.
You do. Oddness and weirdness take over. We're not sure why, but it does throughout history. Bizarre occurrences mark the calendar. May seem absurd today to send your child cross-country by airplane, but people do. All kinds of different things that are absurd. There are goats in that tree. Mountain goats in that tree. That looks like that might be photoshopped.
I thought that was a Mumford & Son album cover, but...
It might be. I don't know. It could be.
I was joking.
I see now. You might.
I was being absurd.
There you go. I like that. The absurdity right there. About he might be right for all I know.
It is within the realm of possibility.
It could be a
Believable.
It could be a Mumford & Son album cover. What's on Wabash? What do you want to see on television tonight? It is NCAA football all weekend long. College football tonight. 4 games. The Syracuse Orangemen are in Louisville taking on the Cardinals. That's at 6 o'clock on ESPN channel 601. At 6:30. Big Ten, Purdue Boilermakers at Minnesota Golden Gophers. That's on the Big Ten Network, Channel 600. 7 o'clock, UMass, one of the worst teams in the history of football. The Minutemen take on the
Bowling Green would like a word with them.
They probably, Bowling Green's not good. They're playing Florida Atlantic, and that's on CBS Sports Network, Channel 628. And finally at 8:30, good game, New Mexico Lobos at Air Force. They're taking on the Falcons on Fox Sports 1. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. Stick around. We'll be right back after this with Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great one.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian Turner is there. I am Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's first things first. This is November 20th. November 19th was the date of the board meeting by the IHSA, but really one board meeting has
led to others
that don't really.
Normally we'd be on.
They're not really doing a ton.
Previewing Capital Classic,
right?
We'll be talking about because you got Salem and Fairfield both in that.
Salem and Fairfield in that one. We'll be talking about the Vandalia tournament with Flora going over there, and I know that T-Town is in a big tournament.
Always one of our favorite weekends of the year, I think, for both of us.
Yep. Next weekend is Thanksgiving weekend. Now we're not working.
Now the doom and gloom sets in.
Okay. On Thursday, the IHSA met, and they were supposed to meet with the Illinois Department of Public Health and the Illinois and the governor's office. Finally, the governor's office bagged out.
They basically said
the IDPH
we have said our piece, and
we've said our piece. We're not going to this meeting, and so they're not giving the IHSA. They didn't give the IHSA a chance to argue their points. So what has happened? So what is the deal?
Well, they met again. I believe it was Thursday morning.
Yeah.
and basically said, yeah, we're paused. I mean, we're back we're up to tier 3 now as far as mitigations, which is severely limiting just about everything, not just sports. But
so previously, the IHSA was kind of letting high schools make their own choices on it.
They come out, and it was seen at the time as a bold stance against the state, and they were, we're going to continue with the season. School boards, you get to, you approve it. Think about it a little bit. That just passes the buck on as far as any, any type of stipulations.
School boards ran into insurance issues, and a lot of school boards said no, they're not going to do it.
I think there were 4 downstate schools I saw that voted to play. There's Mount Carmel, Effingham, St. Anthony, Altamont.
Effingham did on Monday,
and then Pal Hut.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, this was I was writing the story last Thursday.
Yeah.
So
Effingham did Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. There weren't very many.
But
I know the IHSA said they were hoping for 40 to 50% of schools would go through, and then that would give them a little bit of fighting power. And then they did a school survey, and it wound up being about 10% said they thought they might.
Yeah, so
that's when they kind of backed off.
So the IHSA really had no legs underneath them. And the IHSA needs people to play so that they can.
There's a little bit of the Jerry Maguire "who's coming with me" speech.
Yeah, but they need people to play. They need the money.
Yes,
and this is all. It's beginning to get tight for them and tight for everybody. But they're looking.
I saw they were looking at $2 million in lost revenue.
Well, yeah, and they probably don't have a ton of revenue to start with.
Although they don't have a ton of expenses either, but.
No, that's true. But so with the new ruling on Thursday, even those teams that were choosing to play, they can't play now.
They're done. They were allowing. Most schools were saying we're still going to practice doing. It was kind of the term that kind of kept getting used with skills and drills practices because they couldn't scrimmage.
Right.
So it was socially distanced skills and drills is what. Those are off now.
I was going to say those are no longer permitted either.
Open gyms are off now as of this morning. Even workouts, the only workouts that are allowed are outdoors with 10 people or less, and that's happening as the weather is turning. So,
and this basically follows the 30-day. This is a 30-day pushback, right?
Yeah.
To December 19th, I guess, or December 18th or something is what the date of the pushback is to. Correct?
Yeah. I'd have to look at the actual date, but it's somewhere around there. Yeah.
All right. So we're getting that. We're telling you that about that now.
And then we're seeing the surrounding states are still running into issues too. So it's not
surrounding
just
states who have all had they're supposed to be playing basketball.
I know
in Indiana.
Of one Illinois athlete that transferred to an Indiana school, and the day he got there, they went to remote.
So and then when you go to remote, you're not playing basketball. Yeah. It's kind of how it's set up. So it is it's a tenuous and a troubling time for high school athletes, but
feel for them. Wish we could play. I wish people would do more to get to where we can play.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you want me to go off on that.
We're not going to go too deep on that.
Let's take some steps to get back to normal life, and that requires us doing things.
Yeah.
That probably means not doing things.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Let's take it serious for a few weeks and see what we can do.
There you go. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. Now you know the high school athletes out for another 30 days. Sorry about that. We'll come back. We're going to talk to people who are still playing college, pro football, other stuff. Golf. Do you want to talk golf? The Masters.
I didn't bet well on it, but
you're watching Big Talk. We'll be back right after this. Stay around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you or a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much. Also, can find us on YouTube, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel, as well as I've got a Facebook page.
Yeah.
He's got a Facebook page that you put my thing on there, don't you,
I
Mike?
put them on I Am Weez, and then I do the show recap every week,
which is actually really cool.
Yeah,
the show recap is.
I put our best bets on there and try to track all those on there and do a.
And even though we missed the last couple of weeks, we'll talk about this later. We missed the last couple of weeks. We did continue our show bets since
exclusively on I Am Weez.
Exclusively on I Am Weez. That's right. Okay, we're about 4 weeks into the Big Ten season right now, and I've got some standings there. What do you see in the Big Ten Conference standings there that surprises you? I got to tell you,
not Indiana. Huh? Not Indiana, because we called that one.
That's exactly right.
Maybe not the 4-0 part, but
we called Indiana being good. I picked Indiana to beat Penn State.
Which some of that is schedule. I mean, you look at that. Is Rutgers Indiana's most impressive win?
Indiana has beat Indiana's 4-0 of those teams there. Rutgers is 1-3. Michigan State is 1-3. Indiana beat them, right?
Yes.
Michigan Wolverines 1-3, and Penn State 0-4.
Rutgers might be their best win.
Wow, I hadn't really thought about it like that.
Penix is fun. They're a fun team to watch. They got a good offense, but they haven't beat anyone either.
Rutgers, I got to tell you though, if Rutgers had a bad loss on Saturday, Rutgers got beat by Illinois. I love my Illini, but oh my heavens, Illinois is not a good football team right now. That's just Illinois got we have Isaiah Williams, and that's it right now.
I'm trying to look up the
other tricky part about this is the Northwestern Wildcats being 4-0. Northwestern, they won one Big Ten game last year. They were 1-8 in the Big Ten last year, or 1-9, and they were just dreadful. That kind of when you see Northwestern's at 4-0, that kind of tells you the difference that a good quarterback can make. They got the transfer in. Peyton Ramsey transferred in from Indiana, and whenever he realized that Penix was going to be playing all the time, and plus good defense, and Northwestern has given up like 6 points in the second half all year. There's 7 points in the second half. Unbelievable. So,
I'm trying to look at their schedule there too. Maryland, Iowa, Nebraska, Purdue.
That's pretty good.
That's not actually. Yeah, that's actually a better schedule than what Indiana's face. So that 4-0 probably means a little more.
Yeah.
And they got Wisconsin this week.
So we'll find out a lot. It's the top this week with the Big Ten Conference. We've got Indiana playing Ohio State, top 2 teams there. The top 2 undefeated teams in the West are playing each other as well. So this is really kind of
it's the sort amount week.
This is the sort amount week. Take a look at some of the other conferences while we have a moment. The SEC, Alabama, the only undefeated team in the SEC, and they are taking on Kentucky. We'll have a little bit more on that here in a little bit. But is the SEC going to get 2 teams into the playoffs this year?
I think so, because Florida, they can't run the ball a lick, but they are playing well.
Got a quarterback play there, too.
They've had the brawl and had a couple players get suspended. They've had the COVID outbreak, and they're still playing well.
Yeah.
Trask is he's got an outside shot at that Heisman.
That's the thing you get in college football. You get a good enough quarterback, you can win some games.
Yeah. Pitts has missed a game or two too, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can see how good a quarterback is when you look at the ACC. How the ACC is doing it this year. Now they're not. I don't believe they're splitting into the divisions this year. But Notre Dame, Buck is playing outstanding quarterback for Notre Dame. He's not turning the ball over and he's running the ball well. And they were able to beat Clemson. Granted, Clemson was down.
Yeah, and missing the best quarterback in the nation.
Missing the best quarterback in the nation and missing 3 defensive linemen.
Yeah.
When
you look, they've got to win over Clemson, and Clemson is still the ACC favorite.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's the thing. Even though there is no divisions in the ACC, they still are going to. They're still having a championship game between the top 2 teams.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be, looking at that, it's probably going to be Clemson versus Notre Dame, unless Miami can somehow sneak in.
My boy Derek King.
Derek King. How about Derek King? What a story. Derek King with Dana Holgerson. I mean, there are going to be books written about how Dana Holgerson treated Derek King last year at Houston.
Talked him into sitting out, and then he transfers.
Talks him into sitting out for this year, and he leaves. And he deserved to leave because Holgerson. I love Dana Holgerson, but he treated Derek King. Yeah. He's shabby. Looking at some other any way the Big 12 can send anybody to the big playoff.
Not with Oklahoma already having those 2 losses.
Well, you got the only team in there with even just 1 loss is Oklahoma State, and
when I'm looking,
Oklahoma State is not that good a team.
Oklahoma State is 15th in S&P rankings.
Yeah, so
which is that's the advanced metric rankings I kind of pay attention to.
So that's the one you can throw out. Now we get to the intriguing ones, the ones that I love to look at because I've been watching Cincinnati play. Cincinnati Cincinnati's 7-0. Tulsa's 4-0 in conference, 4-1. But Cincinnati, Weeze, tell me about the Bearcats.
Incredible D.
Incredible defense.
Although if you look at their schedule, some of that schedule helped, but still, I believe one of our partners has stated that he has done betting against Cincinnati.
Forever and ever, amen.
And foreshadowing this year. Might be going the other way with them this week. So yeah, they're good. I've bet on them a few times this year already. So
you've got Cincinnati,
Cincinnati, I think, is their new West Virginia.
Is that right?
It might be.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now look at the independent teams. BYU 8-0, Liberty 8-0, and I didn't realize Army was 6-2. They have been winning some games too.
Let's see, SP rankings: BYU 7, Cincinnati was 9.
Do either Cincinnati or BYU do either of them have a chance to get into the college playoff?
If Alabama goes undefeated, beats Florida, because that gives Florida 2 losses, and a 2-loss Florida doesn't get in as a 4th team. I'm trying to do this in my head as we go here.
Ohio State, figure 1 from the Big Ten.
Yeah.
You don't figure that the Wisconsin.
I think if Clemson beats Notre Dame, it's Clemson. Notre Dame would be out. I think Notre Dame would slide behind an undefeated BYU or Cincy.
Pac-12 isn't going to get enough games.
No.
Really?
So yeah. It's possible.
The other really intriguing thing about BYU and Cincinnati, now they're letting teams, the Pac-12 just backed off the last couple of days, that they're going to let their teams play non-conference games if they lose a game because somebody has COVID, right?
Which Nebraska tried doing earlier in the year, and
Big Ten's not letting them do it. Big Ten's not letting them do it. Pac-12's going to let them do it.
Now, if Ohio State has to miss a game and they need a game to get in the playoffs, Big Ten might change their mind.
Well, now that's true. But the thing is, BYU could pick up. Maybe they've got 3 weeks open at the end of the year. They've got the December 5th, November 28th, and December 12th open. They could pick up a team one of those weeks and maybe play on a Saturday morning in the Rose Bowl or something like that. Like we saw Sunday morning in the Rose Bowl. UCLA played Cal this Sunday. Where did the betting line go for that one? For crying out loud, that thing came up on Friday, and they ended up playing on Sunday. It's just really, to me, intriguing. That's why I love college football.
It's 2020.
It's 2020. It is so screwed up.
Speaking of National Absurdity Day, we've had National Absurdity Year.
I think you're right. I tell you what, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about our wagers for last week as well as the wages we've got coming up. We're going to get you some free money. You got to get that money. Get that money. That's Weeze. I'm Bruce. Back in a sec. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. All right, it's gambling time. We are actually on not a bad little run here, especially in college football, aren't we?
Yeah, when we stop putting them on the air, we do pretty well. You just have to trust us.
Trust us. and take a look. The picks are all on the I Am Weeze site, right? So, and I'm kind of on a roll.
Although it's not suspicious at all that I have it updated till Sunday mornings. We do promise they were in.
They were in. Yeah, that's
we got the text message receipts.
Text messages with dates are there.
Yeah.
College football.
6-2 last week as a group.
6-2. That's for us. That's pretty good. I'm one of the losses.
And
You're one of the losses.
Go Army did not go.
That's how you knew that Army lost.
Yeah, Army was one of mine. I sat there and watched that at lunch. Actually, I saw part of that game.
See, I had Purdue beating Northwestern last week, and
so I'm not the best guy to talk college football with because I was on the road last Saturday and missed a bunch. But I can wing it.
That's all right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's talk a little this week. What are our wagers? What are Lucas and Jamie doing this week?
Jumping straight into the bets.
Well, I mean, what do you want to talk about beforehand?
Well, got a couple Big Ten. We mentioned them earlier, but. Was there any other ranked versus ranked this week? That's one thing I always try to look for because you had the two at the top of the Big Ten. I think the only other one was Oklahoma State, Oklahoma.
I think that's
rivalry
right.
game. Yeah,
I think that's right.
14 games already canceled this week after having 15 last week. I mean, that's something we're going to deal with.
There was we're shooting this on Thursday. Game Thursday night was canceled, the Wyoming game. So. It's just kind of
that's affected my show picks. I don't know if I've been picking a lot of Thursday, Friday games because those are the ones we have the most information on and the most sure are going to happen.
Yeah. What do you have here what do we have for Lucas?
Let's go Lucas
College
first. Speaking of Cincinnati, -6.
Who they playing?
You would ask me that. UCF.
All right.
He's playing pretty well.
So the UCF playing all right. As we look at the Cincinnati 5-0, UCF is 5-2, 4-2 in the conference. Cincinnati 7-2.
Is that Josh Heupel there at Central Florida?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. He left Missouri to go to Central Florida after. That was after. Jason White. I'm thinking of. Okay, so
UCF number 18 in the rankings, and Cincinnati, like we said, number 9.
So we do have a ranked teams.
Yeah, that's S&P, not the AP poll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What's the other?
I put more stock in SP than humans.
What's Lucas's other one?
The other one he has is NC State Liberty over 67.5.
Liberty is a very intriguing play.
Hugh Freeze is parlaying this in the.
Hugh Freeze is going to get back into the big. He might get back in the SEC.
Yeah.
As
dirty as he was.
He might go. He might be at South Carolina here pretty soon.
That's one of the names that gets rumored there.
Liberty is. He's making.
Or Texas when they don't get Urban Meyer.
They aren't going to get Urban Meyer. He likes his boat. Urban Meyer likes his boat way too much. All right, so those are good ones. Who's the super dog?
Oklahoma State +7 at Oklahoma.
Oh, that's
the rivalry game.
I have no problem with that. What's the Jamie's? What are Jamie's picks?
Jamie has Indiana +20.5. I kind of like Ohio State on that side.
I got to tell you, I was going to take Indiana. That was going to be one of my show bets, and I didn't do it because. Doggone it, Ohio State. First of all,
this is a statement game for Ohio State.
This might be a statement game. Ohio State's had a week off, and they might need to establish their authority.
No, we have joined Jamie on the Indiana bandwagon. I am hopping off for a week.
I'm hopping off. I like Indiana. It's gonna be a fun one to watch.
I'm rooting for him. I'd love to see him pull it off. I'd love to see him even cover just to kind of give that program some legitimacy.
Yeah.
I think this is a stomp 'em game.
This is Ohio.
I've got one of those. This is Ohio State going for a national title.
I've got one of those in the pros too. One of those type of games.
And then he's also got our Coastal Carolina Chanticleers -4.5 against App State. Although, just wait till mine later.
I don't have the standings for the Sun Belt, or I'd show you that one.
Excuse me, sir.
It's not Sun Belt, is it?
It's the Fun Belt.
Fun Belt, that's right. Appy State won it last year, and they're in a dogfight this year.
Yeah,
the Chanticleers are giving them all they want. Or is it Chanticleers?
Chanticleers. I'd actually forgotten I almost applied for a job that would have been a beat reporter for them several years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
In Coastal Carolina?
Yeah.
Where is
I knew you were going to ask me that. It's on the coast of Carolina.
South or north?
North. Yeah, I remember looking
Wilmington? Maybe down there.
Because there's UNC Wilmington too. So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. I remember seeing a job opening. I was like,
who's his super dog?
Oh, UCF going against Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Going against Lucas. Okay, Let me tell you mine. I have this week, after going 1-1 last week, I hit with Wisconsin. I am staying in the Big Ten. I'm going to go Iowa over Penn State, even though it's at Penn State. Iowa, it's like nobody watched Friday Night Football.
Penn State's reeling.
Penn State is reeling. Iowa just dominated a solid Minnesota team. Minnesota's not that bad, even though they're 1-3, and they lost to Michigan. Minnesota's not that bad a team, and Iowa could have put the whatever number up they wanted. They just really it could have been more. Iowa 1.5 over Penn State's not enough, and the other one, I don't know why. I just don't think that I think Kentucky's defense is good enough to keep the score low, and they're not going to lose by more than 30.
That's another one in a shortened season. These teams going for style points. I'm staying away from those.
You stay away. See, I don't play. That's fine.
And you got Mac Jones playing for a Heisman.
So I've got Kentucky plus 30 against Alabama. So I can live with that. That's what
We've actually got a fair amount of crossfire and correlation plays this week. Because I've got, speaking of Minnesota, Minnesota plus 2.5 against Purdue.
Oh, well, see, now I think that's a good bet. I like that one.
In fact, I've got S&P's got them winning 52% outright, so give me the points.
There you go.
I'm not going to bet that one. I'm going to see if the 3 pops up.
Are they wondering if Rondell Moore's going to play or something like that?
He's been out for a while.
Yeah, he hasn't played yet.
I've got App State as my super dog against Coastal Carolina.
Against the Chanticleers.
That's one I would, and they're getting 4.5. I've seen 5.5s out there. They don't know if their quarterback's playing. That's why I'm not betting that one.
Okay.
If they had their quarterback, I'll probably be picking them. Shooting on a Thursday, I'm going to take a shot as my super dog, basically. And then Tulane plus 6.5. That game happened last night if you're watching Friday morning, and they covered the 6.5 already.
They already covered. Super dog. So you gave your super dog. My super dog, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do it. You've never seen me do this. I don't think you've ever seen me pick Northwestern in a game. But this is not a show bet game. We're not betting on this. This is the one I think this possibility. I don't think it's going to happen. But I've got Northwestern plus 7 over Wisconsin. I just don't. There's the possibility there. Let's put it that way.
We watched Wisconsin look really good. And then they looked even better the next time out, which was 3 weeks later. The advanced metrics in a short sample love Wisconsin.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well,
they've short sampled.
I'm not terrifically surprised. I'll tell you what, let's do. We're going to come back. We're going to talk NFL, and we'll wrap up the show here in just a few minutes. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Weeze on Bruce. Back right after this. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Hi, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian Turner is here, and we are talking college and professional football. Let's talk a little bit more about the football in the National Football League. It's week 11 already.
Yeah, this has flown by.
It has really flown by, and they've got 7 weeks to go, counting this one. So far, you got to figure that they've battled the virus about as well as anybody could have expected right now, right?
Except for maybe the Raiders.
Except for the Raiders.
Already been fined for it, and they got 11 players on the COVID
We'll talk about the Raiders here upcoming when we talk about it.
Yeah, it is.
We're talking about the Raiders at length here coming up. This was a fun weekend. Actually, I liked how the weekend broke out. You had the Masters get done in the early afternoon on Sunday, and then you had all the really good games in the second half.
Yeah, usually
Sunday.
the 3 o'clock our time slate is 2 or 3 games. There's usually one good one, and then this week with the Masters being played and starting as early as they did because of playing later in the year and worrying about sunset and all that, you were able to watch the Masters finish, and then you had 6 games in that 3 o'clock slot, which is twice as many as normal.
You had good games in that, and that finish of that Cardinal game against the Buffalo Bills. Of course, if you get
Hail Murray,
I
still watch. ESPN's been running the top 10 Hail Mary plays, and that was like number 4 or 5.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I saw him throw it down there, right? And the ball's in the air. I'm watching this thing live, and I'm thinking, because I'm a Cardinal fan still. I've got friends who are Cardinal fans. I don't have anybody who's a Buffalo fan. And I'm thinking, oh, man, there's just no chance. And it's about halfway down. I'm thinking, there's only one guy. There's only one red jersey in the end zone. How do they even think they've got a chance at this? And then I realized, oh, it's Hopkins.
Yeah.
And then you realize the Hopkins has – I've got big hands. I wear size 3X gloves. Hopkins wears size 5X. And he just went above everybody and grabbed it and brought it down. I mean, what a catch.
Did you see Kyler afterwards said they're asking, what was you thinking on the play? He goes, I knew Hop was down there somewhere.
That's true.
He said he didn't know where he was. He just launched it, and Hop will go get it.
And that's true, and that's what he did. And it was
I think Buffalo is hating on Bill O'Brien right now.
Buffalo's probably not very happy with Bill O'Brien, the former president and general manager and coach of the Houston Texans, who traded DeAndre Hopkins
for David Johnson, who is out now.
Yeah, I've got Duke on my team, so I don't care. Let's talk about the standings here, where we are in the AFC. The Bills, even though they did lose the game on Sunday, they remain in first place. Miami is close, though.
AFC East just looks weird.
AFC East really does look weird. New England's not out of it. They're only down 3 games. If Buffalo had ended up winning that game, 4 down for New England with 7 to go would have been pretty tough. Pittsburgh 9-0, and they've got a nice tough game coming up on Thanksgiving. We'll get to that too. Indianapolis and Tennessee tied up at even up 6-3. They play this weekend, don't they?
Was that this weekend? No, Tennessee's at Baltimore.
Oh, okay. So that's next weekend.
I think Tennessee is about to take a stumble down those standings.
And the Kansas City Chiefs at 8-1 play the Raiders this weekend, the only team to have beaten the Chiefs. Chiefs are right now the number 2 seed in the AFC. Taking a look at the NFC. How about that NFC East? New York Giants, your New York Giants, second place at 3-7.
Just getting closer and closer to a 6-10 division champ.
Unbelievable.
I'm here for it.
Unbelievable.
They're going to win a first-round playoff game because that's the way the world works.
There are 7 teams have to come out of the NFC.
Are they still talking about 8 this year?
Well, they mentioned it. Yeah, they did mention. I guess the NFC West has 3 of them over. The playoff run really isn't going to be all that tough. One of those. There is one team out of those 7 teams with winning records that isn't going to make the playoffs. The Bears right now in trouble. They are a game and a half or 2 games behind some pretty doggone good teams for the Bears to be able to.
They just can't move the ball.
Yeah, they have their offenses.
We was having that debate this week on the Bears all-time quarterback franchise list, and it's ugly. I mean, just ugly. Vince Evans was like number 11 on their AV.
Top quarterbacks?
Yeah. In franchise history.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was Cutler 1, McMahon 2, Harbaugh 3, and then a huge drop-off, and none of those 3 are that great.
You got to have Sexy Rex.
Didn't even make top 10.
5?
Nope.
No.
Didn't have enough games.
Oh.
Vince Evans did, but...
Well, Rex got him the Super Bowl, for crying out loud. How sad.
This was sort of by Pro Football Reference. Approximate value is like a kind of a catch-all number.
Mike Tomczak make that?
Nope.
Jim Harbaugh make that list?
He did.
I figure he did. One other thing real quick on the NFL. Here's the current odds to win the AP Coach of the Year. Mike Tomlin, now the top choice. And with those folks being undefeated, that'll probably stay top choice. But Pittsburgh's probably not going to go undefeated the rest of the way, and this will change around a little bit. I'm glad that they do still permit you to bet, however, on Mike McCarthy and Lynn down there and Doug Marrone from Jacksonville.
Who was your preseason pick?
I believe it was Marrone, wasn't it? No, it was Anthony. Which one was it? For Coach of the Year?
Yeah, mine was sitting there at 20,000. Matt Patricia.
I can't remember who I picked. I think it's Bill O'Brien.
He's been fired.
He's already been fired and gone.
Lucas took O'Brien.
I can't remember. I'd have to take a look at the sheet. Yeah. Well, that's it was not Mike Tomlin though. I didn't. It might have been. I can't remember. I can't. No, it was. Was it Rule? Matt Rule? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right. This weekend has a fun slew of games. Also, Thanksgiving. We're off next week, so not going to be able to do this before next Thursday's games and next weekend's games. So we have those picks for you as well. Let's get the Thanksgiving picks out of the way before we give this weekend, because they're just 3 games.
Yeah.
Pretty simple on that. It is the Detroit taking and all the games on Thanksgiving Day are close picks, aren't they? They're 2 points or less. They're all very tight. Detroit plays Houston in the first game, and then it's Washington versus Dallas at Dallas. Of course, the first game's at Detroit, second game's at Dallas, and then Pittsburgh is they are on the road at Baltimore, right? Next on Thanksgiving.
I think that's at Baltimore, yes.
Yeah. So I've got Detroit winning -1.5. I've got Washington +1.5, and I've got Pittsburgh -1.5. What are you doing?
Lucas has all the home teams,
which would be Detroit, Dallas, and Baltimore.
Jamie had Detroit, Dallas, Baltimore.
Okay.
And then I went Detroit, Redskins, Steelers.
You and I are the same. Yeah. Jamie and Lucas are the same. All four of us take Detroit, and the rest of us, he and I take Washington, and he and I take Pittsburgh. So
I just like that Redskins defensive line against the Cowboys offensive line is still atrocious.
Cowboys offensive line. We'll find out.
And that's the strength of the Redskins. They can't move the ball. Kyle Allen reshaped his leg.
And what a nice comeback against Detroit. This weekend they had a good chance to win that game. They were down 3 touchdowns and no give up on the football team. I almost
so I still call them FC, football club.
Football club?
Being a soccer guy.
All right, what are our picks for this weekend? Jamie and Lucas.
They both have the same pick. In the Thursday night game, they took the over 57 on the Seahawks Cardinals.
Boy, I got
rematch of a game that had 71 points last time.
I think that's way too high. I think Seahawks aren't going to score, and I think their defense is going to play better.
The whole mantra this year was let Russ cook. They maybe have overcooked him a little. I think they kind of established the run again, and he struggles against Arizona in his career. There's just something they do.
So God bless you, boys. I hope you. It's not my bet, so I hope you win it. Your show bets.
That's what I kind of like the over until I went and looked at it.
I would take the under on this. Yeah. Okay.
Jamie also has Cowboys plus 7.5 at the Vikings. And
really?
Lucas has Rams plus 4, and I forget who they're playing.
That's actually it's
at Tampa.
Yeah, that's a tough game for the Rams. Yeah. That's on Monday night, I think. That's an interesting setup. I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised by Jamie because I could see Jamie going 0-2 real easy there. But that's me. That's my. I'm not making these bets for him, am I? What do you have going, Luis?
Let's see. I am going Eagles plus 3 against the Browns.
Are you really?
Yep.
See, he's going head-to-head against me then, because I am going Cleveland
One thing that Cleveland struggles with is Baker does not throw well under pressure, and Eagles are 6th in the league in pass rush rate. And they also are pretty good adjusted line rate, which means they can stop the run as well.
Philadelphia's just not that good. They're not going to score.
No, they're not good.
They've got no tight end. They're bringing in back Zach Ertz for crying out loud, who will be out there with a crutch.
And then my other one, Jags plus 10.5 was almost my pick, but I'm actually going with you, Chiefs minus 8 against the Raiders.
So you're taking it. So we went the same ones. This is the saddest thing in the world. You and I have the same picks, other than we're against each other in Cleveland. Now, are you going with Kansas City for the same reason that I'm going? I've got minus 8.
There's multiple reasons to go with Kansas City.
There are multiple reasons to go with Kansas City. Andy Reid off a bye. He's like, what is he off a bye? The number is 12-1 or something like that.
68% against the
spread. Yeah. Just incredible number.
You got revenge factor.
Revenge factor from losing to the Raiders just 2 or 3 weeks ago.
You've got COVID.
The Raiders' defensive line hasn't been able to practice all week long.
7 defensive starters are on the list right now. Now they're all quarantined.
It's the quarantine list.
I don't think it matters.
It's the quarantine list.
If they're out, this game gets to 14. If they play, it's probably 10. So if you're going to give me 8, I'm going to take it.
You're going to give the other one? The other reason? The part of the
fact that the Raiders shouldn't be 6-3.
How about the bus?
See, I missed that.
The Raiders bus driver, whenever they beat Kansas City earlier, it was in Kansas City, the Raiders bus driver started doing laps. They got the team on, and they did laps around Arrowhead Stadium.
You sure he wasn't just lost? I've been around that stadium.
This is a revenge. Oh, you can't get lost in Arrowhead.
It's just an interstate that drives by.
It's right there. You can't get lost.
I was trying to make up something. Moral of the story is never go to Kansas City on purpose.
Maybe he was trying to get into the Royals game. Who knows? I don't know.
Looking for barbecue.
There you go. He was cruising tailgates. Hey, folks, have a great weekend. Win the big bucks. He's going to win big bucks. I'm going to win the big bucks. It's going to be a fun weekend.
No way to lose.
No way to lose. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great day on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. See you later.